Otis Jones, a 151 season opener in the 800 this past weekend at the Gamecock inaugural. How'd it feel to get out there and run your signature race for the first time this year?
It felt good, first race of the season, open up, you know, come back from last week from, Clemson opener running a 600. I almost beat my PR running an 800, like going running 119 for a 600. You know, not too much competition, just secured the win. And, I just felt like how it was to go out strong. I went out the first hard 200 meter and I kept going around. If I can just capture that last 200 meter, good things are going to happen.
Yeah, I know it's your first time running the 800 this year, and then obviously your first time competing on the new track. And I know Coach Fry said that you went out almost at world record pace. You think you were almost so amped up to be on the new track and to really get your season started that you went out a little faster than maybe you plan on doing?
Yeah, I kind of blame that on Renzi. I'm going to go ahead and put that on Renzi. He came out and broke the school record, facility record, and I might not be even touched for a little while. That's he just set the tone. That's why you got to have we have good environment this season, and a lot of teammates they just set the tone, and you got to match that. I feel like that's the challenge to all my teammates. We got to match that, including me. We got to match each other intensity, and we just got to go head on. If somebody's doing great, we got to match that or get close to it, and that's how we're gonna build as a program, be on the top of the list.
Is that something that you guys can feel as a team when someone like a Renzi goes out and runs what he did in the 400 to set a school record, that it almost kind of passes the buck to the next guy, and now that person, whether it's on the men's side or the women's side, now they've got to go out and equal that feat when it's their turn on the track?
Yes, that's almost how I look at it. I feel like everybody mindset should be like level up to the same where just take one person to motivate you, and it don't motivate you, something wrong. So I feel like Renzi, team leader, one of the team captains, he set the tone, and I felt like that's going to drive me for the rest of the season, and it should drive everybody else in the rest of the season as well. So I feel like Renzi, he did a good job with them doing that, and everybody else who opened it up and whatnot, and that should carry everybody on into SECs and the nationals and whatnot into that level.
As a veteran, you've kind of seen where this program has been, and now you see where it is now, especially from a facility standpoint. So it had to be special for you to get out here and get to run on the track competitively as a redshirt senior.
I feel like we was waiting for a while for this track to come up, because when I first came here, it was like, oh, the track will be ready. Your sophomore year, you get to run on it. And then, with me coming back fifth year, one eligibility left, I'm just like, I'm just really excited. So when I first touched this track, I was like, oh yeah, this is a huge upgrade. This is a huge upgrade, because we were just on the bubble. The bubble is just half of this stadium right now as it is right now. But now we got a full track, and I felt like, hey, we really grateful just to have a track like this now. I mean, we got one of the best tracks in the nation and whatnot, and now we can compete to the best of the ability just like everybody else, because we have the tools here. Yeah.
Headed up to New York this weekend as a veteran. It's a place you've been a lot of times competing at the Armory. What does it mean to get to compete there one more time? And then what sort of goals do you have for this specific weekend?
New York is one of the best meets that you can go throughout the year during the indoor. It's kind of traditional. I feel like each year I've been going, so this will be my fourth year. Last year, good things always happen whenever we go down to the Armory. Hopefully I'm tossing the invite and I can get a fast time knockdown there. Yeah, going down to New York, it's a good experience, the Big Apple.
There you go. We'll see how it goes. Otis Jones, appreciate you stopping by.